What's going on, guys? It's Keefe. In this video, we're going to talk about a big problem that I can see sometimes in self-development that can actually make self-development more harm than good. Now, before we get into that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and bell icon because you don't want to miss my new videos that I put out every single day to help you create your ideal life. Now, let's get into the video. So, obviously, self-development is really great, especially if you're in a position in your life where, nothing's really working and you need to make some big changes. That's obviously really important, and self-development is a good thing. But one thing that I started to notice within myself a while back, and that I see in coaching sessions or in the comments I see on YouTube, is this incessant need to get like one more hack or one more tactic out of self-development. It's like we think that some hack or tactic or something's going to come along and solve all our problems, complete us as a person. And so we never actually take action. We just keep doing the hacks and tactics and looking for the next coolest shiny object type of deal. And again, we never take action. We just keep waiting on that thing to come along. Or along with this, maybe we start taking action on certain self-development tactics, but we have shiny object syndrome when it comes to self-development. So we might start with a couple things. Maybe it's like, all right, people, they said meditate and read a book. So I'm going to meditate and read a book. And we do it for like a week, and then we're not getting these major results automatically. So again, we get shiny object syndrome, and we go find the next self-development hack. It's like cold showers, I guess that'll solve all my problems, or journaling, or gratitude journals, or whatever it is, affirmations, like these things will solve my problems. Waking up at 5 a.m. will solve my problems. It's all these like hack, trying to find something that solves our problems, and we're never actually patient with the things we're doing to actually start to get results with them. Now, when you're starting out, again, and you need to get your crap together, self-development can be great, and when you're identifying with certain things, maybe doing NoFap or meditation, something like that, causes you to feel like a new person and like you're moving in a new direction. That's really great, and that's super important. The thing is, a lot of people get stuck in this searching for a self-development tactic kind of phase where maybe they, like I said, maybe you started with NoFap and you're like feeling better. You're like, man, I took some action. I changed a part of my life and I feel better. And then they start getting into like, all right, cold showers, meditations, gratitude journals, affirmations, like visualizations, all these different things. And they're all fine and dandy, right? But it starts to become this thing where it's kind of like how certain people that work out, they work out because they're very insecure. And so they mask their insecurities by getting like super jacked and taking steroids and all this stuff. Or there's people who they got to buy all this fancy clothes and just flex their money because they don't feel good about them. And so they use an external thing to make themselves feel better about themselves. And in this way, a lot of people start to use self-development to fill a void. And what I mean by this is it's kind of like a lot of guys, they might do a self-development tactic and they think that makes them better. You know what I'm saying? The same way that somebody's like, I need that Gucci watch, or I mean, not Gucci watch, like Gucci jacket or Rolex watch, or I need 10,000 Instagram followers, whatever it is. They need these external things because they think those external things are going to make them like a better human being. So what basically you're doing in this situation is you're putting you're making the self-development hacks and the tactics and all these things identify as who you are rather than using them as tools to get a result. And this is where a lot of guys, like, they read books because they think this makes them better. Like, I'm reading a ton of books, but they're never applying the books. They're never taking action on the books. They just keep reading books because it makes them feel better about themselves. Because maybe you used to be some shithead who wasn't doing anything with his life and never got any results. And now maybe you probably, if you look at it, maybe you're not even getting that much better results now, but it's like, it just feels like you're doing something different. It feels better. It's like, okay, I'm doing these things. So like things are changing, and it starts to make you feel like you're a better person because you're doing these things. Because here's the truth, guys, not every self-development tactic or hack or whatever it is something that every single successful person does. It seems like from my experience of just studying certain people, they usually have like one or two things they kind of hang their hat on. And they're just, again, they're not things they identify with as like, I'm the guy who does NoFap, or I'm the guy who meditates and all these things. It's just something they do that helps them get a result. Like an example, like Jocko Willink, Steve Jobs. Okay, Jocko Willink's up 4 a.m., working out, doing all these things. Steve Jobs, I don't think he worked out. And then Jocko Willink's over here, he talks about a certain type of leadership style if you watch his content. And then Steve Jobs was this maniacal asshole. They both got really good results in their respective fields doing things differently. And they maybe have a few things they really stand by doing. Like Steve Jobs, a lot of people will talk about like he used psychedelics and all these kinds of things. And he credited that with helping with his creativity. And then Jocko Willink talks about waking up early in the morning and that being really helpful for him and the results he gets in his life. He talks about discipline. Steve Jobs didn't really ever talk that much about discipline. I'm sure he was a disciplined guy, but it wasn't something he hung his hat on. So you see what I'm saying here is you can get successful without all the self-development tactics. And a lot of times what you need to do is stop identifying as like, I'm a better person because I'm doing the affirmations and the meditation and my morning routine's 3 hours long and I take a cold shower instead of a hot shower. What you need to do is pick out what actually helps you get forward in life. And then again, also realize that the best self-development, the best self-mastery out there is living a good life, going out and doing things, right? Like you get dumped by a girl, you'll learn a few things. You go to the gym, you'll learn a few things. You build a business or move across the country to start a new job, you will learn a few things and your self-development will improve and you'll figure out for yourself what is actually helping you to move along in life. But what I'm trying to caution you about in this video is take a look at yourself and how you consume self-development content, how you consume like self-mastery and all these things. Is it something that you identify with because you're trying to fill a void? I do all these certain actions because it makes me feel better about the fact that I don't feel good about myself. Or are you doing certain things that are actually helping you move forward? Are you looking at the things you're doing, the self-development practices, and actually saying, okay, this is actually helping me out. Like waking up to an alarm actually helps me out. And that's why I talk about doing it. I don't really do affirmations. That's like another self-development thing where you just sit there and you're like, I am rich or something like that. You just say like the affirmation over and over again. You try and train it into your subconscious mind. Some people like that. I did it for a little while. I didn't get anything out of it, so I don't do affirmations. I like, again, wake up early. I like to meditate. That helps me out. I don't really do cold showers that often anymore. It didn't get that much out of it for me. I like to work out. Some people, again, don't like to work out. The best thing you can do for yourself is figure out what's actually helping you get ahead and double down on those things. And don't do self-development practices just to do them, just to make yourself feel better. Look at them and actually see if they're actually helping you. And along with this, also when you're watching self-development content, ask yourself, am I actually going to apply this and get a result? Don't just consume it. Don't just read a book. Read the book to figure out how you're going to apply it to your life. Don't read the book because it makes you feel better about yourself. It's this weird paradox we get into where men in particular seem to do this, where we're always masking like our own inner voids through these external things. And women do it too, I'm sure, but I just see it a lot in men. Again, like gotta have the fancy car, gotta have all these girls, or gotta have all these Instagram followers, or I'm doing all these self-development hacks. It's all these things, or the amazing body, and these things are great. You can do what you want with your life. It's just about that perspective. It's like, what angle am I coming at this from? Am I coming at it from trying to mask my own void and kind of identify with these things? Or am I doing these things to help me express more of who I am and accomplish more? I would recommend the best, again, self-development practices you can do are, first of all, figure out the things that are actually helping you move forward, and then go out and take action in your life. You'll figure things out. All the biggest lessons I've learned to this point in my life, I've learned great information through books and things like that, but some of the best lessons I've learned is just getting my ass handed to me in life, to be honest. And so that's the thing a lot of guys neglect, is they don't go out and take the action because they're just constantly identifying with the self-development content. Go out and actually self-development yourself by going out and living a life, and you'll find that you'll move ahead much quicker and you'll figure out what actually works for you. Hey guys, if you got something out of this video, you'll want to check out this video right here. It'll go along with it really well. And if you got something out of this video, give me a like and hit that subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.